Welcome back to Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. This is 4-4. What is it? The Crimson? The Perfect Crimson. Cool. Last time, we were getting ready to fight Gerard. You know, Toshiro showed up. Kenpachi showed up. We had Ichigo, like, awaken his hollow form, I think. I don't know if it was the Queen. I mean, I guess it was the hollow form because he had the Vestal Lord appearance. So, but yeah, I'm just excited to see where we go with this episode. I think I've heard there's only 10 episodes for this course, so if it's episode 4, we have about 6 more, right? So, like, again, I'm just wondering about the pacing. You know, if we have Yuhabaha still, we have Hashwell still. Like, maybe we spend an episode down in the Seirite, but I don't know. Like, we don't really have anybody important down there, other than the people I just kind of want to see cameos of. So, I guess Aizen's down there. But still, like, I don't know, like, if we do a full episode down there. I'm just really curious about the pacing here, because 6 episodes, there's really only 3 antagonists left. So, Gerard is either going to go down this episode or the next. And then we have Hashwell and Yuhabaha. So, anyways, I'm just babbling. I'm very excited to see what happens. Let's get into this. Is this kind of like a flashback? Or where are my subtitles? Okay, so we're back a little bit, because in current time, he's already failed. You know, his power is already gone. Tired of him. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, they're just both shouting at each other. Okay. I'm seeing a little bit more of why I should be more scared of Gerard than Yami. He's fast. He's doing a bunch of new attacks, Toshiro. When he gets like this, yeah. Oh, boy. That sword. That fucking sword is so annoying. Oof. Saraki. Got you. Yeah, there's the confirmation. Oh god. What's he look like? He's all fucking red, like an Oni. Stop with his mouth? Yeah. Oh! And that's the stronger arm too. Like the one that he grew back already. Oh! What the fuck is his power? What the fuck? I mean, we're not even halfway through the episode. He hasn't said anything yet. So, like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god. What is that? The heart? The Soul King's heart? Is that what that... What the fuck is happening with this guy? This is what I meant when I kept mentioning I knew there was some bitch that just, like, we couldn't deal with. It took, like, everybody in Soul Society to, like, take him down. What the fuck is happening? What? What happened to Gerard? Now you're somebody else? Ooh. He's using the blue to block. Oh! Oh, he broke his old arm off? What? What the fuck? I feel like that was... I'm really curious, like, what was the actual verbiage that he used way back when he explained the pedals? Because I feel like that was what he said. Of course, his shirt's all open, dude. Thirst trapping Toshiro here. Is this the same voice actor? It's kind of ridiculous that his shirt's open up. Like, it was not unbuttoned like that before. Like, he's got a bow now. That's cool. Hello? Oh, well, he still got you. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Ultimate technique! Is it different because he's frozen this time? Like, does he de-age when he undoes Bankai? Like, it's him! Like, that's what I'm saying. What? Now what? Oh my god. Rukia Bankai. Like, I don't know. I feel like hers is stronger than Toshiro's still. Ah! Interesting. What about this? Yeah. Ah! He's gonna throw a farm again. I'm saying that we don't need your help. Of course, that's what he's saying. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely not killing this guy this episode. What's with this bird? Okay, this is the human world. Okay. Hello? Why are these hollows so big? Oh, wow. That's a nice, like, full circle moment. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Cute. I'll let them bring these two back in for this little moment like this. This is nice. Oh. Okay. Is that Afro? And Maki Maki? Yeah. Ah! His theme song's back! Oh my gosh. Oh. He's already in front of her. Yeah, right? The fuck? Cicero? Mixed with Cero. Grand Ray Cero! Oh my god, that frame of Ichigo. Holy. It sounded like Ichigo, and then it sounded like maybe Orihime. I don't know. Or like Masaki. Interesting voice at the end. Of course, it's gonna be Toshiro at the end, right? No, it's Saraki. Oh, it's both of them. Okay. Wow. So I did get. I didn't mention it, but the only spoiler was that, and I already knew it was gonna happen eventually, so it's fine. But I knew Zaraki and Toshiro were gonna show their true form, not their true forms, but you know, their Bankais. So starting with Zaraki, like, what the hell? I don't. I'm glad they like outright confirmed. I don't know. I feel like that's as much confirmation as we can get without her saying like, "I am your fucking sword." You know, like I think a lot of people miss the fact that Yoruichi is his power, or not Yoruichi. Sorry, Yachiru is his power. When he first does Shikai back in Core 2, and she disappears, and you know they're all looking for her. I think a lot of people miss the fact that it's because, you know, a very blatant, like, where do you come from? Places her hand on the sword. Like, so I'm glad that they did, like, a second, hey, I am your Bankai, you know, like, I can unlock your power for you. That said, what the fuck is his power? Because I assumed it was his Shikai, basically. I don't know if it was just... I don't know. The way that I first interpreted his Shikai was like, it can cut through anything, right? Cut through the vacuum of space, even. And then here in Bankai, like, it's just amplified. Usually that's what Bankai is. It's just like a stronger version of it, right? So I'm curious if there's more to it that I'm missing, or if it is as simple, quote unquote, as stronger version of I can cut through anything. But I love that he's like an Oni. It's really interesting that his sword like shatters in Bankai. I'm assuming that's what happened, not that his sword shattered previously. I think like in Bankai form it's shattered. Um, but yeah, just really cool like moment for him to just like the very first thing he does is he bites at Gerard and rips his arm off with his teeth. That's crazy strength. Um, and so I'm not a big Kenpachi fanboy, but I do appreciate the character for what it is, and it's just a really fun little moment. I'm glad that it wasn't like one particular person dealing with Gerard. I feel like if there is one person who like takes him out, that'll kind of sully the whole thing of like it'll just make Gerard not look weak, but it'll make whoever kills him look strong. Like why couldn't you do this before? So I'm glad that it's taking multiple people, multiple different new power ups to like deal with him, and it's still not enough. I really do hope we like get to see an on-screen death for him. I keep drawing parallels to Yami, and I'm afraid that now that we've sent Rukia and Renji over to Ichigo, I'm afraid that we're gonna like kind of leave them alone, leave that fight alone, the Gerard fight, and we'll kind of get back to it at the end, like Yami. That's what my fear is. I really hope it's not the case, and I hope that we do get to see resolution on screen. But yeah, I want it to be a group effort. So far it has been, and I just hope they keep that up. And then like Gerard himself, he keeps evolving, and like I don't know what we do. We saw that he like grew back from being cut in half, and so it has something to do with he like has the Quincy cross and then the heart formed around it. So I don't know if we somehow need to deal with the Quincy cross, or was that symbolic of something and the heart is the real thing. I don't know, but I really don't know what we how do we stop this guy. I feel like, well, let's just talk about Toshiro for a second here. It's not I can't call it as fan servicey as the Yoruichi thing, but it is funny that like they kind of went in that direction a little bit with Toshiro. It's like, yeah, all of a sudden his shirt's wide open. He's got these six pack, he's got a deep voice. So like, I don't know. I am bisexual, but so I just want to point out, like, for me, I don't know, Toshiro, he doesn't do it for me. But I hope the people who like him like that moment. It's just it was really funny and over. Like, okay, we get it. He's grown up now. I like the reveal of it, but I'm also questioning, like, no, I'm pretty sure you said once your flowers run out, your power runs out, or something like your Bankai is undone. I don't know, something like that. But again, I feel like Kubo is. I trust Kubo in the way he writes. I'm just worried about like the anime, the way that they sometimes translate stuff misses the intent of Kubo, and so I'm curious if the anime specifically the lines did say something, like he mentions the flower petals going out, but he doesn't specifically say that his Bankai will end. I'm really curious if they do that or not. What, again, it's the same thing with Zaraki. It's like, cool transformation. What does it do? Again, just from my base understanding, it sounds like he's just stronger. He seemed faster. He seemed like he didn't need to swing his sword around as much. It was more just like the power came from him. That being said, I'm also kind of disappointed in his power because it to me it feels like, okay, well, what's Rukia doing then? Because Rukia's big Bankai moment was like the first off, the discovery that her power is more like controlling temperature of things. It's not necessarily that it's ice or whatever that Toshiro does. Toshiro like conjures ice, right? Whereas Rukia more like cools things down. She like temperature control. And so Toshiro keep freezing and shit. I don't like that because it's stepping on what Rukia does, and it's just like, okay, what's the point of having them both ice type? What's the difference here? If Toshiro's just gonna keep freezing Gerard, I don't get why we have Rukia, who also, I don't know, I feel like she does it better. So obviously I really hope that we see, I mentioned before, I really want to see Renji and Rukia's Bankais again. Maybe we'll see them a little bit if they join with Yukabaha's fight. I'm just like really curious, how does this current fight end with Toshiro and I like Byakuya having an ultimate attack or whatever. Just really awesome hype moments from everybody here in this episode, and it's so cool. I like that little moment even the levity, I feel like it had some of those classic. The last couple episodes have those classic Bleach humor to it that I feel like the rest of the Thousand Year Blood War hasn't had. Maybe like very sparsely. We've had moments of humor, but especially this core, I feel like they're really leaning into it again, and I'm curious if it has something to do with Kubo being involved more, or like, I don't want to say the padding because, again, there is a lot of anime only content in this. So it makes you wonder, like, well, did the original Bleach have all that kind of humor just to pad? Or was it like actually part of the manga? I can't remember. It was just a weird thought that crossed my mind. Is like, I love that they're bringing this humor back, but is it like true to Kubo's vision in a way? Um, Anyways, I just like that moment of Byakuya basically telling them, the same thing he did with Ichigo back in Hueco Mundo arc, right? He said, "Your job is to protect Soul Society, Ichigo. You're the substitute Soul Reaper. Go do it." And now, here he is telling Rukia and Renji is like, "No, your job is to go help out Ichigo. We can handle this guy." And so I don't know how much truth there is to his statement that they can handle it, but I do like the parallel of, he's kind of the one telling them where they need to go. It's just really awesome seeing Byakuya's development throughout the series. Again, I'm not really a Byakuya glazer either. He's not one of my favorite characters, but I do appreciate what they've been doing with him, specifically in Thousand Year Blood War. I don't think they've been using him too much or too little. I think every time he comes in, he has really poignant stuff to say. I love that he gave Rukia like the pat in the back and hyped her up to take out Azanote. I liked when I didn't like it, but the first fight with Azanote, how he's sort of the first fallen that helps Ichigo power up. Even like giving him a little moment to shine against a couple of Stern Ritters, showing that he powered up himself. And now here, showing that he has more attacks that we've never seen before. It was just really cool seeing a bunch of new powers from both Toshiro and him. Toshiro has a lot of fucking powers and abilities that we've seen throughout the show. And so, like, the fact that he used, like, 2 or 3 new abilities that he hasn't used before is just crazy that he has so many at his disposal. Byakuya, similarly, he always kind of has his go-tos. And so here he's like, nope, here's another one. Just really fun stuff. At the end, post-credits, or, end credits, whatever, I love that. I don't know, it's making me tear up, but those two, I can't remember their names, Ryonosuke and Shino, I think. I love that they got brought back in, and it's like, no, we're, our job is to go protect the human world. We're going to go down there with the other Soul Reapers, the Lieutenant Okikiba or whatever his name is. Some of the other D tier, I'll say, these other D tier Soul Reapers. It's just like that's exactly what I want. I don't need them to do big bankais or anything. I just need them to like have a purpose and like, hey, they're going to go do this. I think that's perfect writing, and that's exactly kind of shit that I'm looking forward to. That said, I'm curious what they are going to do. They mention again that Lilobaro's here, so, or like his powers, whatever, remnants of his power are in Soul Society, so like I want to see some of that. Again, the Fullbringers, perfect opportunity. Let's get those Fullbringers in on this. And then we have Ichigo here at the end, unleashing a Grand Race Arrow, which is crazy. But yeah, just there's this one particular frame of Ichigo that was so fucking hype. Oh my god. He looks like he's on demon time. I'm just so excited. I'm going to keep talking over myself and say the same thing. So, thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I really have no idea where we go for next episode. Because again, it sounded like the voice was Ichigo, and then maybe like his mom or something. I don't think it sounded like Orihime. So I'm curious if it's going to be, not a flashback episode, but more like Ichigo versus Yhwach mixed with kind of like him thinking about all the people he loves and that kind of stuff. I don't know. Not necessarily just full straight action sequences is what I'm saying. It's going to be some sort of like family dynamic stuff too. And the dads, where are they? When they showed like, oh no, the world's falling apart and everything's collapsing into each other and the hollows are in the human world, I was thinking, damn, those dads should have stayed in the fucking human world. They could have dealt with that shit. So where are they? They made it to this fucking war welt. So like, what fight are they going to join in on? I'm really curious. I wonder. I mean, I don't think it would make sense if they joined in on the Gerard fight, but I'm also like, if they join in on, maybe they're gonna help out their own sons. They're gonna split up. Because I'm wondering. We haven't checked on Ishida this episode, so I'm curious if he's gonna need some help, maybe. But then, like, if Ishin joins that fight, that's gonna be kind of weird. So maybe it's just gonna be Ryukin joining that fight. Anyway, lots of thoughts. I'm very excited. Every episode is so great. I've already done my spiel. Thanks for watching. Thoughts on the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.